Emerson. Today is Tuesday, October 1st, and today we are looking at the current government shutdown and what that means for Bostonians and college students.
Plus, we'll be joined by Suzi Pietroluongo, founder of Emerson PRIDE. It's a great organization. You will not want to miss that interview.
I'm Maggie Morlath.
And I'm Anthony Chase. Welcome to Good Morning Emerson.
We've got a great show for you guys today. We're going to talk about some serious issues for sure, but at the end, we've got Madelyn Abry, our fashion correspondent, coming in to show us some fun fall trends.
We're going to get fancy on GME this morning. She has some awesome trends that I can't wait to try on, even though most of them are for women. But also, we are going to have a Patriots injury update. No, it's not Gronk. No, it's not Amendola. This is a defensive man, and it's a big man. That's all I'm going to say, and it's a tough loss for the Patriots. Mike Candelupo will have more on that.
And Brittany Gervais is here to talk about something I'm excited for, the feud that is currently going on between Jimmy Kimmel and Kanye West.
That's right, Maggie. I've been seeing these videos circulating around YouTube and the internet lately. It's just so funny when celebrities get into it. You just have to laugh and appreciate it.
Oh yeah, two big personalities, Kanye and Jimmy Kimmel. So we're gonna see what's going on with that.
I know you have some love for Kanye.
I do, so I have to stay true to him.
I'll take Jimmy's side then.
Well, right now, let's hear from Sam Howell, who has news on the current government shutdown and more.
Good morning, guys, but it's not such a good morning for federal workers today. 800,000 of those workers have been furloughed because of the shutdown, meaning they are now on a leave of absence. Over 1 million more are being asked to work without pay. This all because members of Congress could not reach a decision regarding spending for Obamacare by midnight last night. The House and the Senate went back and forth all day trying to agree on a spending plan, but when House Republicans kept sending proposal after proposal to weaken the act, the Senate just kept sending them back. But one thing Congress can agree on is that members of the military should still be paid during the shutdown. Both the House and the Senate approved a bill that will pay U.S. troops, a bill President Obama made sure to sign. The president says he will be pressuring Congress to reopen the government as soon as possible. And a plane crash in California left no survivors. A Cessna Citation business jet crashed into a hangar at Santa Monica Airport, killing everyone on board. Officials say the jet drove right off the runway and into the hangar just after landing. Flames broke out and the hangar collapsed, making it impossible for firefighters to fight the blaze. Authorities have not yet said how many people were on board, but various models of Citation jets carry 7 to about 9 people. An investigation into the cause of the crash is underway. And one local driver's need for speed got him caught red-handed, or in this case, one-handed. Norwood police officers pulled over a man who was driving down Route 1 at more than 100 miles per hour. The driver was flying through a 45-mile-per-hour zone when police stopped him. He told officers that he was only using one hand to drive. He said he was using the other to take a video of his speedometer to show potential buyers how fast his car could go. The driver is being charged with speeding, impeded operation, and reckless operation. And Twitter is going public. The social media site could be releasing its initial public offering as early as this week. The company plans to make this information available to the public, along with a timetable to start trading on the New York Stock Exchange by Thanksgiving. Twitter submitted the paperwork for its IPO earlier this month. Experts say this could be one of the biggest stock offerings in the technology market. The social media giant's IPO is reportedly valued between $9 and $14 billion.
All right, Sam, Twitter's hitting the stock market. Do you think we're going to see a similar transition as we saw with Facebook not too long ago?
Well, Anthony, if the people at Twitter really know what they're doing, they are going to learn from what happened with Facebook and try to do the exact opposite. Now, if you remember when Facebook first went public, they did struggle quite a bit, and that's for a few reasons. They set their prices too high, they had too many shares, and really they IPO'd a little bit late, sort of just past when they had peaked. Twitter hasn't quite hit that peak point yet, so they're already in better shape.
Now, Sam, we've seen multiple campaigns from law enforcement about putting the phones away when we're driving. So how effective have these been?
Well, in the past few years, we've seen plenty of PACs, PSAs, new laws popping up about distracted driving, but I'm going to say that things really aren't that much different. When you're driving down the street and you see someone swerving in the lane next to you, you look over and half the time it's someone texting on their phone. And the case with this story is not only are they taking a video while they are driving, they're doing so at 100 miles per hour. So I'm going to say that these campaigns really haven't been that effective.
Just put it in the glove box. That's what they used to tell us in high school, right? Get it out of there. Well, let's check out this week's weather, Maggie. It's looking nicer out there, but Christian, what do you have for us?
Good morning, Emerson, and happy October. Let's catch up on your local weather. Despite it being the 1st of October, this week shows shockingly beautiful weather. Today shows highs of 76 degrees with gorgeous sunny skies, while tonight it will only drop down to just under 60 degrees. Wow! But get this, tomorrow is supposed to reach highs of 82 degrees with the same sunny skies, so leave those sweaters at home. Now let's take a look at this week's 5-day. Today will be beautiful and sunny with highs of 76 degrees. Wednesday will be reaching an unseasonably warm 82 degrees, also with sunny skies. Thursday and Friday will return to 76 degrees that we're seeing today, with just a few clouds moving in. But by Saturday, those clouds should vanish and we should feel the highs of 75 degrees. I guess we can all say so much for sweater weather for now and begin digging through our closets for a pair of shorts for tomorrow. Unfortunately, we can't expect this weather for the rest of the season, so prepare your arsenal of hats, gloves, and jackets, because as we move further into October, we will be seeing a drastic and sudden drop in temperature. That's all I have for you today, and that's your weather. Back to you, Maggie and Anthony.
Thank you so much, Christian. Now we are here with Suzi Pietroluongo, one of the founders of PRIDE, which stands for Progressives and Radicals in Defense of Employees. Suzi, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So this sounds like an awesome organization. How did you guys come up with the concept for PRIDE?
Well, all the founders are people who are super into social justice and promoting fairness. And we were actually approached by some union organizers at SEIU 615 right down the street, which represents some janitors on our own campus.
Now, we actually know that you are working on a project right now which is affecting consumers in the U.S. Can you explain this a little bit to us?
Yeah, so the End Death Traps campaign is in solidarity with workers in Bangladesh who, after the Rana factory collapse last April, are pressuring their employers, like these huge brands like Champion and JanSport, to sign on to the Building and Fire Safety Accord, which would ensure basic human rights like having fire extinguishers in their factories. The way we can support that at Emerson is by pressuring our administration to change its code of conduct to require licensees to sign on to this accord.
I feel like there's sort of just a curtain in between us and where our clothes are coming from, and you guys are trying to pull that back. What are some of the conditions, if you can elaborate a little bit more, what these workers face every day?
Yeah, well, with the Rana factory collapse, workers saw the foundation of the building crumbling, and they said that to their factory managers. But they were told that if they didn't go into work, that they would lose their jobs forever. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives forever because they wouldn't fix the factory.
That's awful to hear, but I'm so glad that you guys are doing something about this. Is there a way that Emerson students can get involved with PRIDE?
Well, our meetings are Monday nights at 8 in Piano Row 118. Everyone come all the time. And we are having a vigil on October 23rd at 8 on the Common to commemorate the lives of the people, the lives lost in the Rana factory collapse.
So what are some simple ways, really quick, that people outside of Emerson can sort of get involved and just take some simple practices to help your cause?
Well, again, buying Alta Gracia. I think just paying attention to where your clothes are made and using your rights as a consumer and as a person in the world who cares about other people in the world to educate yourself about where your clothes are made.
Definitely, definitely. Well, thank you, Suzi, for joining us. This is a great program. We hope kids will get involved with it.
But we're going to take a quick break right now, and then when we come back, we'll try to make sense of this government shutdown. Welcome back. And now, returning to a subject that Sam introduced earlier, we will be talking about the government shutdown. This is a partial government shutdown, and don't worry, it's not anarchy, but this is something that we should not be taking lightly.
That's right. Some services will still be active, like the post office. You can still mail things. The military will still be paid, but there are a lot of organizations, average government citizens, that work for the federal government who are going to be hurt in this process, Maggie.
That's true. There are certainly different government agencies that will be affected more than others. I know the RIS, FCC, Department of Interior, all these different government agencies will be affected, and up to 50% of these employees could be temporarily laid off from work.
That's right. We don't know how long this is going to last. The last one under the Clinton administration lasted 21 days. This could last one day, though. We don't know, but we're going to start feeling the effects right here in Boston as soon as this does take effect. Right now, Faneuil Hall, the visitor center, will be closed, along with a number of other Boston tourist attractions. So you're going to see some of those tours being shut down, which Emerson students might appreciate, but for the business in Boston, it's not a good thing.
And not only are federal workers going to feel this blow, but also, just your regular old average Joe, too, because new homeowners who are trying to apply for loans are going to have a difficulty with that as well. So, this really is something that we all need to be concerned with right
Absolutely.
now.
Sir, businesses like the real estate business tends to affect the entire economy, and we're going to see that very quickly. So we are hoping that the government gets their stuff together pretty quickly here. Citizens shouldn't be too happy about the current situation, right? I hear they're meeting today, though. Is that
Congress
correct?
is set to meet at 9:30 this morning, so just after our show, make sure you tune into that. That's definitely going to be some important stuff. It's hard to say right now whether the Obama administration is going to give in to the Republicans. We don't really know how this is going to end.
It was the days like Ted Kennedy and Tip O'Neill where they could cross party lines and pass a budget and make consequences for each other. We're just not seeing that in this administration, and it's really hurting us. But if that isn't getting you going, we're going to show you a Patriots injury that might. Here's Mike Cantalupo with your sports.
Guys, all good things must come to an end, according to you guys, the U.S. government also. And the MLB regular season is no exception. Sunday marked the end of the 162-game stretch, but fear not, there are still playoff games to be won and awards to be given out. With awards on our mind, let's take a look at which players were statistically superior in the regular season. Miguel Cabrera has the AL batting title locked down. The Tigers slugger came into the final month of the season with a legitimate chance for his second Triple Crown in as many years. He finished with a .348 batting average, giving him his third straight batting title. He also finished with 44 home runs and 137 RBIs, good enough for second in the MLB in both of those categories. In less outstanding news, Rockies right fielder Michael Kadire finished on top of the NL batting world with a .331 average. But what a year for the Tigers, right? Their ace, Max Scherzer, was the only season 20-game winning pitcher. He finished with 21 wins and a 2.90 ERA. That ERA may seem impressive, and it is, until you take a look at Clayton Kershaw's 1.83 ERA. Behind that Dodgers ace was Miami's Jose Fernandez with a 2.9 ERA. Some of these superstars get to continue their outstanding years in the playoffs, and that being said, let's take a look at the upcoming MLB postseason schedule. The action kicked off last night in the AL wildcard tiebreaker game between the Rays and the Rangers. The Rays came out on top and now head to Cleveland to play the Indians on Wednesday night. This road only leads to one place, Fenway Park, where the winner of Wednesday night's game will start off the ALDS Friday night against the Red Sox, who ended the year with the AL's best record. Now let's take a look at football. The Patriots here would start off in the fourth quarter with about 9 minutes to go. Tom Brady on the pass. He passes it to Cabral Tompkins. What a great pass. Tom Brady's like, you know what? I could kind of deal with these rookie receivers. That's not that bad. 30-13 here. It's all but over, right? No, not yet. Matt Ryan to Tony Gonzalez. He makes it a 10-point game. They actually kick an onside kick. They get it. 4th and 1 here. Tom Brady, the man, all QB sneaks. He fumbles it. Matt Ryan. Here we go to Roddy White. Last chance opportunity, but Akeem Talib says no. But the Patriots win this one 30-23, but they kind of lost in a little bit because Vince Wilfork goes down with a torn Achilles, and that's all I have for sports. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Mike, Vince Wilfork. It's easy to forget that the Patriots are unbeaten right now because of this injury. What do you think this Wilfork injury will mean for the rest of the season?
Right. I mean, it's hard because defensive tackles don't get much recognition, but Vince Wilfork has tended to get that recognition because he is so elite. He makes the Patriots defense so much better. He gets double teamed every single play. He makes it so much easier for other defensive players. And you know what? It's going to be a huge loss for the Patriots.
Thank you so much, Mike. But now it's time to throw it on over to Brittany for the scoop on J-Law, Zephron, and all of our other celebrity friends out in Hollywood.
Good morning, Emerson. I'm Brittany Gervais bringing you the latest in entertainment news. We have a guess who just got a new cameo in the new Dumb and Dumber movie sequel, Jennifer Lawrence. The Hunger Games actress is set to make an appearance in Dumb and Dumber 2, spelt T-O. J-Law is set to play actress Kathleen Turner's character in the original 1994 classic. So far, she's spent about 1 day on the Atlanta set, which is actually pretty convenient considering the sets for the next installment of the Hunger Games Mockingjay are right close by. This new sequel will follow the lovable duo around on another road trip, but this time it's to find Harry's long-lost daughter. I'll be watching out for J-Law. Glee star Heather Morris is officially a mom. The 26-year-old actress gave birth Saturday to a healthy baby boy, naming him Elijah. She says she's taking a break from the acting world for now so she can take care of the newest addition to her family. Morris was last seen a couple days ago wearing shorts and a pink tank top, looking about ready to pop. So excited for her and her new family. Congratulations. Zac Efron breaks his silence after it was discovered the actor secretly spent some time in rehab. The 33-year-old took to Instagram to send a picture of himself hiking in Peru with his dad, complete with all the hiking gear. The caption was a heartfelt note to his fans, thanking them for all the support over these past few weeks. Efron caused some craziness in the South American country last week when he was spotted at a local airport, just after admitting he quietly checked himself into rehab 5 months ago. Considering he just hiked up a mountain, he seems to be doing a lot better. Okay, and last but not least, we've got to talk about the Twitter feud between Jimmy Kimmel and Kanye West Friday. Yeezus got a little bit upset when the rapper sent out about 10 tweets that afternoon forcing his opinion in mostly capital letters. It certainly gave Kimmel a lot to talk about during the show anyway.
Angry again. The bit was pretty, I thought, innocuous, but finally I'm in a rap feud. I've always wanted to be in a rap feud.
My opinion, Kanye might need to cool down a little bit. I mean, it was pretty funny. He has since removed all of those tweets, and hopefully that means the feud is over. But that's all the exciting entertainment news I have for you guys this morning. Back to you on the couch.
Brittany, Zac Efron's looking pretty good if I say so myself. I mean, he just checked himself into rehab though and got out. Did you see this coming?
You know, not at all. The Disney star has had a pretty squeaky clean record so far, so this comes as kind of a shock. He did it pretty secretly though. He did it about 5 months ago and literally no one had any idea that he was going through this. You know what, good for him though. Getting help and getting back on the right track, I think he's gonna be just okay.
Now, Kanye is my boy, but he is known to freak out sometimes. So, Brittany, do you think that he needs to relax a little bit?
You know, Kanye West is known for being a little bit too high-strung, so I think the skit meant to be, something really funny, something Kanye that could, something that he could laugh at himself for. But he took it way too seriously, and he actually didn't even really make any sense in some of his tweets. He included hashtags like hashtag all disrespect, or no disrespect to Ben Affleck, and then hashtag all disrespect to Jimmy Kimmel. It just made no sense, you know. It was about like 10 of these kind of tweets, so hopefully, you know, he can learn to cool down and just laugh at himself sometimes.
Well, Brittany, hashtag all respect to you. We're going to take another break, but when we come back, we're going to have some fall fashion tips for you.
And we're back on Good Morning Emerson. Our fashion correspondent is in studio to show us some trends for the new season. But first, let's take a look at Madelyn's visit to Crush Boutique in Beacon Hill.
Hi everyone, hi Maggie and Anthony. To start off this fashion season, I went to one of my favorite stores in Beacon Hill, Crush Boutique. I'm Madelyn Abry, your new fashion expert. The weather's getting crisp here in Boston, and you know what that means. Autumn is here. I'm here at Crush Boutique with my fashion team in Beacon Hill, and we're talking to Rebecca Hall about what makes this fall fashion season different from every other year. Tell us a little bit about Crush and, you know, what's Crush's overall look?
Absolutely. My business partner, Laura Macris, and I opened Crush Beacon Hill in 2007, and we opened it with the intent of having a mix of price points as well as a mix of styles. Our overall feel is fashion forward, flirty, and fun.
So can you tell us about some trends that really distinguish this year?
Absolutely. I think some of the biggest trends we're seeing this fall are, instead of the color denim that was very popular last year, we're seeing more of a monochromatic denim, still in a skinny leg, but it's being tweaked a little bit. So we are seeing a lot of coated denim to look like leather. We're seeing leather pants, and we're seeing patterned pants. For instance, there's a pair of these Ella Moss leggings, and these are black. However, they have little velvet polka dots on them and zippers. So they're adding details.
What is one fall fashion trend that you've been experimenting with this year?
I would say the leather. I've always had, you know, a great leather jacket. What I haven't really embraced before is incorporating leather in other aspects of my wardrobe, especially in a leather pant. I think previously it might have been conceived as sort of like a motorcycle look, as where now you're right on point. That's the big trend this fall.
Let's go to the studio so I can show you guys these looks and more.
Now, last but certainly not least, Madelyn is here, and she has brought with her some staples in fall fashion. Hi, Madelyn.
Hi, Maggie. Hi, Anthony. Hello, everyone. So I brought in some of those gorgeous pieces from the boutique that I was just showing you to show you guys here. So this is one of our first trends and definitely one of my favorites. We have this gorgeous bright royal blue dress in the fit and flare style that Rebecca was talking about. So this dress is perfect for going out. You can pair it with a blazer and wear it to class or work. It's definitely one of those dresses that kind of is, you know, like a chameleon. It can change, definitely.
And this is a beautiful blue color. Would you say that this is a big color right now?
Absolutely. Royal blue we see a lot in a lot of different seasons, but this style definitely in the dresses, royal blue is very hot right now.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely. So Anthony, could you please pick up that fur vest that we have here? This is a gorgeous...
Seeing a lot of black over here. I like that.
Definitely. It's a gorgeous fur vest, and we're going to have Maggie just try it on and just show us how great this is. You can wear this to make your outfit a little bit warmer, to you know, kind of spice it up. It's something different. Do you like it, Maggie?
It's sort of like for the fall season, you know, where you don't know if you're supposed to wear a winter coat or basically something in the middle like this. This is kind of cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is great for the month of October and going into November when it's, you know, it's just a little too sunny out and stuff for that big coat that you're going to be wearing in November.
Awesome. So what do we have down here?
So we have this gorgeous leather skirt. It's so fun. It's a leather mini skirt. And it's
Maggie.
kind of a new take on leather this fall because it's a little bit more polished and just kind of, you know, polishes up your outfit. And because we've been seeing in other years distressed leather jackets and kind of distressed leather, but this is definitely polished.
I feel like I would need a few years before I could pull off leather, but we'll see.
I can see you in a leather jacket.
Yeah, if I had the
Maybe
facial
one day.
hair growing, maybe. I don't know.
Exactly. So one of our last looks that I want to show you guys is one of my favorite looks that Maggie knows I wear this look a lot. It's a peplum shirt. We have the monochromatic black and white that Rebecca was talking about. It has a gorgeous exposed zipper in the back. And I would just pair this shirt with some really fun painted denim. So painted denim is new this season. This is some denim skinny jeans that are painted with a pattern, and they're really, really cool.
I've seen these around a lot too, and I like the styles, I like the colors. Do you think you could adapt it for a guy though, maybe if
Absolutely.
somebody's
All
trendy?
these fall fashion trends can definitely be adapted for men's fashion. I think the one that we definitely will be seeing this season is men in leather jackets. That's something that you can have in your, like Anthony wants to wear, something that you can have in your closet, and it really just takes your look a little bit to the next level.
And now these pants kind of have that same leather look, although they're not actually leather.
Absolutely, and definitely another thing that we wanted to mention is if you're an animal-friendly kind of person, faux fur is definitely on the scene, and some kind of faux leather if you want to just spice up your outfit, but still be animal-friendly.
So I'm hearing that all this stuff is coming from Crush Boutique, which is right in Beacon Hill. How can we find them?
Yeah, so they have 2 locations. One's in Beacon Hill and one is on Newberry Street. But you can definitely find them on Instagram and Twitter at Crush Boutique.
Awesome, Madelyn. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go out and get some leather right now, actually.
Awesome, I can't wait to hit the stores. So, Madelyn, thank you so much for joining us. But right now, we gotta wrap up our show. That's all we have on GME today.
But tune in on Thursday. We have a do-it-yourself with Rose Fodera. Have a good day, folks.